to you about stroke, recovery from the stroke, and rehabilitation, and what the limitations and possibilities really are. We've done a lot of work with people who have had strokes, where they've been debilitated on one side much more than the other. The problem started from the person being out of balance, chemically, fluid-wise, etc., usually having a heart attack or a blood clot, and the brain not being able afterward to get the message from the brain out to the end of the limb. But you'll notice at the end of the limb, they still seem to have tactile sensation and can feel things. Well, that leaves it open to build neural pathways back to the brain and to get the limbs working regardless. We've seen people after major strokes and seizures that are very limited on one side or the other start to move their limbs in as little as 7 days to up to 8 to 10 weeks, where they're actually walking around and acting close to normal. The reason is they had the stroke because they were out of balance chemically. They didn't have nutritionally what they needed. You've got to remember, we're a brand new being every 16 months, every cell, and all of our fluids are exchanged in our body in less than 6 weeks. So with the right nutritional program, we can get the body prepared to respond. Most of these poor individuals are having their stroke treatments and their rehabilitation stressing them out when they've had nothing done to bring their system back up to a par of balance. They don't even have the basic needs. It's like if you cut your face today shaving, you're not going to eat the food tomorrow to clot the blood. You should have eaten the food yesterday. So when these people go for rehabilitation, they need to have the food in their body prior to going to rehabilitation, and you're not going to find it in the hospital. Remember, the hospital, the nutritionists and the dietitians have been trained by Big Pharma, and it's all about disease management, not the full recovery of the individual. So we have the people to talk to you about if you're interested. So I want you to understand that the big thing is when a person has had a stroke, that you get on it quickly. The quicker you get going, the less the nerves recede, the less they shrink, the less they atrophy. So that means less muscle atrophy. So through electrical shock and the right nutrients and giving the right requirements to the body, we've been able to take people with strokes and actually work with their limbs and get them moving in miraculous times. Things that people have never even thought about before, like using the muscle stimulation to reverse the flow of that nerve back to the brain and to get the muscles ready to receive the working movements. And then the body can find a new neural pathway to help actually get the limb working. So don't be limited. Don't accept these types of doom type of prescriptions or evaluations. Give us a call, talk to us. We'll tell you what we've seen. We'll show you things that work. We're able to literally change people's blood chemistry in 2 or 3 weeks. And what does that mean for the person who's had the stroke? More peace of mind, better balance in the body, up and at 'em, moving around in a better way much sooner. So go to our website, resultsareproof.com, or give us a call.